Yeah, this week is National Volunteer Week. Today we're spotlighting the Canandaigua Emergency Squad. Joining us right now, we have Chief Ken Beers and volunteer Khirsteen Sproul. Thank you both so much for joining us.
Thank you for having us this morning.
So Canandaigua Emergency Squad is very busy. Tell us about the number of calls you get and how busy your organization is.
So we're the busiest volunteer ambulance service in Ontario County, and we do over 4,000 calls every year.
Wow. Okay, so that requires a lot of people.
A lot of people.
Yes.
So how do you go about convincing people to join? Because so many of us have such busy lives, whether it be with our job or our family. What's the pitch?
You know, it's really, I think the personal benefit that one gains from volunteering that really draws people into our particular business. Certainly we provide some social activities and other benefits for our volunteers, but I think it's really, and maybe Chris can speak to the personal benefit.
Yeah, you've been wanting to do this for a long time. You were involved at this at the age of 15?
Correct. I actually joined Canandaigua Emergency Squad back in 1997 at the age of 15 as an explorer. The one big thing is, unless you've actually volunteered in that kind of situation, it's very hard to describe that feeling of, gratitude and that understanding of
you enjoy that.
Absolutely, I enjoy
You enjoy
it.
being there when people need you the most.
Absolutely.
And for you make time for it.
Right. And the one thing is, it's been so long that I can walk through Canandaigua and someone will be like, hey, you took care of my mom on such and such back in,
wow.
this, that, or thank you so much. And you don't really need the thank yous, but it's nice to hear.
Yeah, that's incredible. And you could use even more volunteers, right?
Absolutely.
Oh, we can always use volunteers.
Agency.
Absolutely.
I was noting here, it says here, of your 79 staffers, 65 are volunteers.
That's correct.
People probably work this in with their busy lives, right? So you have a job, but you fit this in with your job. How many hours a week do you volunteer?
I do probably about maybe 3 or 4, depending. I'm a full-time nurse, so I mean, I do a lot outside.
You're already busy.
Yes, but I'm a full-time nurse because I started on the ambulance volunteering.
Isn't that something?
They kind of promoted education. Canandaigua pays and covers a lot of training for all of their personnel and whatnot.
That's amazing.
So,
there's so much involved in it.
Well, speaking of that, Ken, if someone is listening to this and they think, whether it be with Canandaigua or a similar agency outside of the area, they have no skill level, they don't have any training at this point, how long would it take to get them up to speed? What would the time commitment look like?
We ask people to try to volunteer 5 hours a week. And we provide all of the training for them at no cost to the individual. And usually within a couple of weeks, we can actually get them out if they're interested in riding on the ambulance. We can have them out riding.
But there's other things they can do too.
But there are many other things.
Absolutely.
We have volunteers that assist us with groundkeeping, building maintenance, helping keep the vehicles ready to go. There are all kinds of opportunities available for anybody that's interested in volunteering.
Event planning, different types of things. So you don't have to ride on the ambulance. I do, like I said, I do about, a few hours a week, but a lot of that right now isn't always on the ambulance.
Okay.
It's doing additional things.
And then you're helping your community, which I think is the biggest, perhaps a gift for you then, is you're helping people.
Whether it's somebody out on the ambulance providing that direct care to the people that we take care of, or whether it's somebody who's helping us take care of our building, it all goes towards providing the best patient care possible in the community.
Right.
That's great.
Great.
Volunteers, so very important. Thank you so very much for joining us.
Thank you so much for having us this morning.
Yeah, this is great, and thank you for your work. This is incredible. All right, coming up, Anything Goes won a 2011 Tony Award, and the cast is on national tour now. They're making their Rochester debut. Some of the cast members will be here with where and when to find them.